Hey guys, welcome back. Drip and Farm for Pop. I'm your host, Drip Coach, and let's jump right into it. So, going to be giving you the updates, the highlights from the AMA. Keep calling these AMAs. They're actually just voice chats, and this was referenced the Animal Farm. It was done in the Animal Farm Telegram, and shouts out to Wonder Woman for taking the notes. I read this on my live stream, but I wanted to make a separate video because that's 1 hour, and some of you out there I know still are tracking the Animal Farm, or at least seeing what's going on in the development of the ecosystem, or keeping tabs on Forex or whatever. So and plenty of you others, I guess, just don't care about it at all. But regardless, I made a pledge to keep tabs and share the content. So one thing to note for right now, the animalfarm.app, the default website, is down. It's back up already. Wow. So I take that back. It was down for maintenance, and we have a backup site that was here, animalfarm.world. So I was going to show you guys that, but I guess they have done the updates, whatever it is they were changing. Doesn't look like anything that I'm aware of that has been changed. Let's go through and see. So firsthand, what do we see in here? Pigpen still says Pigpen, Dog Pound, all that's still the same. So they must have maybe prepping for the launch or the push. I really don't know, but we're going to get into the notes, and then maybe the notes will add some context for you guys. But the main thing is the old site is back up and running. So as far as I can tell, nothing else has changed. So there's no need to go to animalfarm.world. So let's dive into the notes here. All right, disclaimer from Wonder Woman. So again, shout out to Wonder Woman. Community announcement: Forex confirms Animal Farm V3 will be rebranded. Testing still happening on V3 into next week. So if you have been under a rock, or you just don't care about Animal Farm at all, the point is that the entire name is being changed. So it'll no longer be Animal Farm. There'll be an entirely new domain. As of this video, he should have purchased that domain as well as the socials to go along with it. That was something he was mentioning he would do at the end of the previous VC. So that should have been purchased. He has not released what the name is. He did say Pigpen will change to Roundtable. So you'll still have the tokens in here for governance or lack thereof, and you'll still be able to collect dividends or lack thereof from the platform, but it will no longer be pigs. It will be some other token, and the name of this staking platform will be the Roundtable. So keep your eyes peeled for that, I guess. Let's see. Animal Farm V3 rebranded, coming soon. Functionality, new tokenomics, new charts. Not just a farm anymore. So one of the reasons, quote unquote, he's taking the farm out of the name because, again, quote unquote, that was the reason for the gatekeeping, which is funny at the least. So if you listen to the entire VC, basically the first part is him saying how the business developer that they had, shouts out to JJ, has been let go. I think it's the word choice he used, or is no longer with them, or wasn't performing. Let me play that clip real quick so you can have context on that. But JJ is no longer with the team, and now Black Pluto is on the team, whoever Black Pluto is. Come on, play for me. Here we go, I think.
New one. And for this Telegram group, we're just going to change the graphic and change the name of it. I believe we can do that, and just keep it maintained, because we don't want to lose the connection with with this group, right? The Animal Farm social media groups were never never really exploded to the extent that they could have. And one of the reasons for this is because in my opinion, our previous business developer really was lacking, which is why we got Black Pluto now. And this is,
so that was just a small clip. He talked about, he didn't say JJ's name, but we all know it was JJ. JJ was a project manager. And this is very telling and routine. So Forex will hype everything up and say that this is the best thing in sliced bread. They brought on JJ. He's great at this, great at that. Everything's going to move forward, blah, 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 blah. Then something happens behind the scenes and he just shits on everybody. Same thing for this part that I was talking about with the animal farm, right? So in this clip in the VC itself, he says that the animal farm was gatekept. 1, because big influencers don't want to promote farms, and 2, because of drip. Fascinating how he created the farm and it was supposed to literally be what the big influencers were going to push, and that he was going to have yield farming and staking and liquidity provision and all these other things that would have gotten us on the map with big influencers. And now all of a sudden it doesn't work, or that was the reason why it needs to be rebranded, alongside with BUSD being retired, all these other red herring reasons that he's just roping together. And it's funny, like I said, this is the gaslighting that you wouldn't even realize is taking place. I always use this term gaslighting, but I don't think a lot of you actually understand what it is. The meaning of gaslighting is the psychological manipulation of a person, usually over an extended period of time, that causes the victim to, where is that? To commit an individual to, that's not what I want. There we go. That causes the victim to question the validity of their own thoughts, perception of reality, or memories, and typically leads to confusion, loss of confidence, self-esteem, uncertainty of one's emotional and mental stability, and dependency on the perpetrator. So gaslighting is, creating a false narrative, and then you wonder if what you've been digesting is actually real or not. And that's exactly what happens. So like if you listen to this AMA VC, sorry, and you go back, and again, Ray was doing the same thing, you get these narratives, and then you have to go back and go, wait a minute, didn't we have the exact opposite thing before? Like, am I hearing things, or am I making this up? Like, you question it, and then this new narrative becomes the new standard, and you forget all the old stuff. So do not fall for this. The V3 and the BUSD and the farm being gatekept and drip was the reason, it was hamstrung and all this stuff. No, it's just red herrings and gaslighting. And it's Forex's inability to focus and execute. So this new thing that will be the most innovative thing and bring all the eyeballs back to crypto now, or back to, his assets, is V3. But that was also V2 and all the other developments, Piggy Plinko, Scratchy, the partnership vaults, all this stuff that never came to be was also the big thing that would shine light on the animal farm. So anyway, let's go through the rest of the notes here, because we don't have a launch date yet. Same functionality, some new tokenomics. They've already been working out for a few weeks testing. Over the weekend, testing work is done. Public front end will be tested this weekend. Swapping the BUSD to BNB. Piggy bank is being retired. I told you guys that before. There's nothing you need to do with the piggy bank, so you'll just get the new LPs and they will just migrate and change it. Kind of the same thing happened with drip. Launch date will be soon, and they'll give a name for this promotion of what the new project will actually be called. So we will just have a new website. He'll probably do a redirect, I guess. So you'd still go to, if you still type in animalfarm.app, it would probably just redirect you to whatever the new domain is. And maybe that's what they were setting up behind the scenes or something. I don't know. Pigpen will be called the Round Table. You don't have to do anything with your pigs. You'll be get 1-to-1. So that's about it. He talked about 10 years and all the stuff he wants to do for the DeFi crypto space and stuff like that. There was 2 more clips that I wanted to play from this, because it ties into the gaslighting narrative and can help you guys understand that not everything that glitters is gold, I guess is the best way to say it. Hopefully you're waking up by now, and this will give you some more context.
When we've reached out in the past to some of the big influencers, we were told we're not interested in promoting yield farms. And having farm in the name in itself was something that was a blocker, even if we even if we were not a traditional yield farm, and we're not providing the traditional or standard kind of run-of-the-mill yield farm type mechanics. We're going to be removing any mention of farm from our site. And this is something that...
So let's just go back into the Forex Shark calls a bit. So we go back here to August. We got here, we are working with 2 top marketing firms, already have over 30 marketing events, placements scheduled. Starting the day we make the launch announcement date. This was for V2. Where was this other one? He said something like if you have 500,000 followers or something like that with the upcoming launch. Yeah, here you go. We are looking for co-promotion with major influencers. You have verified social media accounts of 500K followers. We have this news article, promo with Scott. What else we got? Like there was just all this stuff about how it was the best thing in crypto and all this major events. And I forgot how many articles they did with like outside, not investors, but what do you call those, like name brand news article kind of things. There's like a Yahoo Finance article and some other stuff. It's even on the homepage of this as like a marketing kind of thing, isn't it? Is it still here? Where the hell is that? Yeah, this Binance, Bloomberg, BSC Scan, Yahoo Finance, Medium. So it's fascinating now how all of a sudden they couldn't get any support because it had farm in the name, but yet the farm was the most innovative thing in crypto, and there's still plenty of farms out there, and farming's never going to go away. But I digress. Let me get to the last clip. I think it's one about
create and automate their own liquidity management strategies. The next focus for Animal Farm will be this lending product, and it's going to be a very, very powerful system because it's going to service all of DeFi, and it's going to be the first system of its kind. I mean, it's going to be what Uniswap did to the exchange market to the lending market, right? That's what this new model will do, and once we have that developed and launched, it will be the backbone for all of the other products that require some kind of structured lending and borrowing, right? So
back to the lending again, which is interesting. That's the next thing. So we had all this other stuff like super chats, like Scratchy, like the gaming platform, but now the lending, which we haven't even heard about for a while, is now the next focus, which I find interesting. Like I don't really have a clue of how this roadmap actually works and what is ahead of what and what goes first, because I don't think Forex has a clue. And here's one last clip about development.
Our goal right now with Animal Farm is to really take over the decentralized finance space, right? Not gaming, not a social media platform, not a file management platform, all the other things that you can do with DeFi. We strictly want to be focused on finance, right? Financial products, products that allow people to most efficiently utilize their capital to earn yield and to leverage their capital.
All right, so there you have it. So again, nothing mentioning of Scratchy or the super chats or the games. He's actually telling you it's none of those things. It's gonna be this other stuff. So I have no idea what the hell's going on. You guys probably don't either, but be careful with the gaslighting and the narratives that are being pushed, because they will change quickly. And unlike these videos, which were all raised, Forex can't go back and delete all this stuff. Well, I mean, I guess he could have somebody else delete it, but usually there are clips on other people's channels and stuff like that. So it's hard for him to erase the evidence and stuff of what he said. And then again, you can look at Forex Shark calls and have the history there as well. So at this stage, hopefully you guys have your head out of the sand and you're not just digesting things and you're actually looking underneath the hood. I still, again, I agree and believe that once the product is here for the Animal Farm, and if you have blue chips, not blue chip, LPs like Cake BUSD, Cake USDT, something like that. If this is as he said, and there's no taxes in, no taxes out, and you're earning the LP and it is secure, then it's a great place to park your capital. Like if you already have it, yes, use it by all means, but don't get suckered into the long-term vision or, holding a token because Forex is going to do something with it be careful of locking up liquidity. That's the best lesson learned I can give you in crypto, period, but also within his delivery of ecosystem stuff. So anytime you locked up capital, you lost. You put in drip, you lost. You put in the pig pen, you lost. You put in the piggy bank, you lost. You put in dogs, you lost. So there is a common theme. If you lock up capital with Forex, you are going to lose. Now, if you play the game differently and you don't lock it up, then you have a chance to cheat and make money, because that's the way the space is designed. So is that a flaw on Forex, or is that just the way the energy is in the space and him trying to buck the trend? I have no idea. The point is, play the game the way it's meant to be played, and you can actually make some money. But if you try to follow a narrative or a cult-like following tribalism, then you will more than likely get wrecked. And that was my $40,000 lesson at this stage. So that is the Animal Farm update. I'll let you guys know whenever we have the new name and what the tokens are and stuff like that. But until then, this is where we're at. What is the new TVL? So I want to just capture that 21 million. So we'll see. I believe, and the main thing I'm looking for is to be 100% right or 100% wrong. There's no middle ground. So you guys have heard me say, and I'm doubling down again, that the farm will flop or whatever the new place is. And now that he's doing all these new things, there can literally be no excuse. So I'm actually glad he's changing the name, creating new token pairs, new liquidity pairs, all this stuff, so that when it does fail, there will be no longer the people, well, let's still have people with the narrative and believe in the gaslighting, but those that understand will wake up and go, okay, great. Yep, now I see. It's fine. This was not because he didn't put in all these other measures. It was because he has just an inability to understand the energy in the space and an inability to execute. And then from there, we can decide what we want to do as a collective and stop just drinking the Kool-Aid and make changes. Speaking of that, by the time you see this video, it may already be out, but we also have the community DeFi DAO, whatever thing we're coming up with, where you can be a part of this. Where is this at? I'm trying to find it here. It's on my community tab. There we go. So the brand building workshop. So a name, a brand, a culture, all that stuff is super important. And as far as I'm aware, this is the first I've ever seen of a group doing this publicly and getting the buy-in of the community to create this. Now, granted, not everybody is participating in this, and it's a small amount of you that probably have the time to do so. But this, I feel, is integral to creating a foundation to move forward in DeFi crypto and actually do something in the future. It's not going to be a one and done, short, quick fix, but building this with people who align with these principles and core values, this brand Bible is how you hold each person accountable, so that as the project develops, everybody knows what the next person is doing. There's no longer a don't trust, verify mantra. It's all verified. It's trustless, because you have this document and these transparency features put in place from the ground up, built for the community by the community. So this is an opportunity for you to jump in there. It'll be, by the time you see this video, probably already out, or maybe not out yet. I think you have a couple hours from this video, but check out the community pin post if you want to join, and then you'll have to jump in on Telegram. But I'll record it again and put it out here on the stream, and then you can also give your feedback. All right, that was another long video. Hope that provides value. If it did, smash that HBO special, help a brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? SPRITZ Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.